G'day and welcome back to UniMig. To help you get started, this video is divided into chapters so you can easily skip ahead to the different time codes on the screen. To install the water cooler and machine on the trolley, first attach the two mounts provided to the bottom of the water cooler. Then you can screw these mounts into the trolley to secure the water cooler. To install the machine on the water cooler, first remove the water cooler cover from the bottom of the machine, which can be locked into the placeholder to keep it out of the way. Then place the machine on the water cooler, lining it up so the connection port feet are sitting over the mounting brackets. With the machine on top, you can screw the 4 screws into the feet of the machine through the mounting bracket holes. Once the water cooler is installed, make sure there's coolant in the tank and a water-cooled TIG torch is connected. With everything connected, turn the machine on, switch it to water under cooling in the settings menu, and press the coolant circulation button on the back of the water cooler to activate the pump motor. With the machine all set up, you can run through the welding screens and their parameters. To navigate through the machine screen, press and turn the left and right control knobs to cycle through the settings and adjust parameters. There are 3 ways you can TIG weld with this machine: lift arc TIG, high frequency TIG, or smart set TIG. Choosing lift arc or high frequency will instantly open a weld screen with adjustable parameters. If you choose to use the smart set programs, the machine will run through a few parameters first to ensure it recommends the optimal settings for your weld. First, select your material type, turning the left control knob to hover over the correct option and pressing the knob to select it. Then, select your joint type, your tungsten diameter, material thickness, and then finally, your gas. You can press the right button to go back during any of these steps if you've clicked the wrong option. With all your parameters selected, the machine will load the main welding screen with the recommended amperage for your chosen parameters ready to go. From the main welding screen, you can adjust the current and material thickness by pressing the left control knob to switch between them and turning the knob to adjust them. Press the right control knob to cycle through the pulse trigger and waveform parameters and turn the knob to adjust them. This is where you can turn pulse welding on or off, change the torch trigger mode from 2T, and set your DC or AC waveforms. Press the right button to enter the advanced settings menu. Keep in mind that the parameters available in the advanced settings will depend on what's been selected on the main screen. If the pulse has been turned off, parameters like pulse frequency won't appear. In the advanced settings menu, you'll be able to adjust all of the standard TIG parameters, including the pre-gas, start amps, upslope, peak amps, downslope, end amps, post-gas, and tungsten diameter. If you have turned the pulse parameter on from the main screen, you will also be able to adjust the base amps, pulse width, and the pulse frequency in the advanced settings. You'll also be able to adjust the advanced TIG features, which include speed start, steady arc, and tack plus. Speed start works to speed up the formation of the weld puddle by applying a synergic pulse program to the beginning of the weld, and this setting adjusts how long this initial program runs. Steady arc works to adjust the welding current based on the arc voltage. When the voltage goes down, the amperage will go up and vice versa, to give a consistent weld puddle, a sharper arc, and a constant heat input. Tack Plus creates evenly spaced and sized fusion tack welds along a joint with minimal heat input by setting the frequency of the tack welds. Tack Plus is unavailable while a speed start or steady arc value is set. If the waveform has been set to any of the AC variations, you'll be able to adjust the AC balance, AC frequency, and the mixed AC-DC, plus turn the cap shaping on or off. The cap shaping works to automatically ball the end of the tungsten, which eliminates manual preparation for enhanced efficiency. With the machine set to AC, you'll also be able to adjust the amplitude control, which sets the percentage of the AC waveform that is on the negative side for a more penetrative weld. To select AC when using the Smart Set TIG programs, you'll need to choose aluminium as your material type. To switch back to DC, the material will need to be changed. If the torch trigger mode has been set to spot, you'll be able to adjust the spot time to set the duration for each spot weld. If the machine is in remote mode, you can set a minimum amperage for the machine, which will prevent any of the other amperage parameters from being set lower than this value. The purge button, which is available regardless of the set parameters, lets you run the gas to purge your lines or perform a gas test. To run the purge, wait a few seconds for the purge button to appear, which will happen when none of the other settings have been touched, and then press and hold the button for as long as you want the gas to run. To stick weld on this machine, select MMA from the home screen to open the main welding screen. From the main welding screen, you can adjust the current by turning the left control, press the right control knob to cycle through the pulse and waveform parameters, and turn the knob to adjust them. This is where you can turn pulse welding on or off and set the machines to DC or AC. Press the right button to enter the Advanced Settings menu. Keep in mind that the parameters available in the Advanced Settings will depend on what's been selected on the main screen. If the pulse has been turned off, parameters like pulse frequency won't appear. In the Advanced Settings menu, you'll be able to adjust the hot start time, peak amps, and arc force. If you have turned the pulse parameter on the main screen, you will also be able to adjust the base amps, pulse frequency, and the pulse width in the Advanced Settings. To save, delete, import, or export jobs, press the Job button to open the job menu screen. Turn the left or right control knob to choose an option and press the knob to select it. To save a job, open the welding screen and set the parameters you want to save, then press the Job button. In the Job menu, select Save, then New Job, and then enter a name for the job. Press Enter to save. To override a job, select the job you want to override. Select Overwrite on the screen to erase the previous job stored under that name. When deleting a job, you have two options, Delete All or Delete. To delete every saved job on the machine, select Delete All. To delete just one job, press Delete and select the job you want to remove. A confirmation message will appear, press Delete again to confirm. To import or export jobs, you'll need to have a USB plugged in. If you don't have the USB plugged into the machine, you will get a warning message in the top left corner of the screen. To import, select Import to open USB files and select the job you want. To export, press Export and wait for the Export Complete pop-up to confirm it was successful. To edit the general settings of the machine, press the Settings button and open the Settings menu screen. Turn the left control knob to select the setting you're after, and turn or press the right control knob to adjust it. The Settings menu allows you to change the screen's brightness, how long the machine will remain on before the screen goes to sleep, the type of cooling, whether the fan is in smart mode, and the specific remote mode being used. If any, how loud the beeper is, the units used, adjust the time and date, switch between 10 and 15 amp current modes, and view the machine's information. The Settings menu is also where you can choose to run a factory reset or a program update. The machine will ask you to confirm a second time before running a factory reset.